Welcome to the Snake Pit.
Oh, hey, thanks for stopping by and hanging out. Welcome to the Snake Pit. Whoosh! You may not have seen this view in a while, but I've got the camera plugged in, so tripod's facing this way. Gonna have a little cherry Dr. Pepper. I'd rather have a regular Dr. Pepper. Apparently we were out. I just discovered this, and it was not on the grocery list. Did the Walmart grocery run yesterday, and let's just say they are packed. People just shoved in there like sardines. There was no type of counting, even though they had like kind of segregated the exit area. There's no people counting anymore, even though most of our places are still shut down. That place is packed. It's crazy. Next weekend, if I need to go get groceries, I'm going to do it as early as possible. So I kind of waited around towards the middle of the day because I had to take care of a few things. Yeah. Nothing like some fake cherry flavoring in a Dr. Pepper. Naturally and artificially flavored. And this sucker is old too. It's got an April 2020 date on it. That's freaking guy. It looks like a football, so you know that's back when football was still going on. Probably when I picked this up, or somebody did. So I'm not a cherry Dr. Pepper fan. I'm a regular Dr. Pepper fan. It's not too bad though. Throw this in here. This will probably get me flagged, but I don't care. Veterans Crisis Line. There it is. 1-800-273-8255. Press 1. And veteranscrisisline.net if you want a confidential crisis chat. Or you can actually text the number 838-255. Have a little text conversation there if you're thinking about doing something permanent to a temporary problem. Don't do it. Don't do it. Hashtag Justin's Final Mission. Go ahead and throw that up there. And there's a AR 300 Blackout pistol giveaway fundraiser going on right now. $10 an entry. If I can find a picture of the rifle, or the pistol I should say, I'll try to put it right there. But check that out. I'll put that link down below. $10, and you got to put in the active heroes, because the donation is going directly to active heroes. There's no middleman. But in the comments section, if you want to be entered, every $10 gets you an entry to win that AR pistol. And you just got to put Secret Squirrel 2, and it'll be taken care of. I don't have any details on the goal as far as for that fundraiser. I'll link the original eBomi vid down below, and that's going to get more information, because I'm just trying to spread the word a little bit on it. And let's see, I had a really great weekend. This is a Hangout vid, proof of life vid type of thing if you're still with me. I know most of you dropped off by now, so it's just the core people here hanging out with me as usual, which is awesome. Thank you very much. That lighting is harsh from this angle. Whew. I could turn it off, but it'd be freaking dark in here, I bet. Oh, wow. Ugh. Yeah, we'll just have the sun coming in on us right now. Anyway, had a great weekend compared to last weekend. Last weekend was pretty blah blah. This weekend, it just feels like I got a lot of things accomplished, and I actually worked on Saturday, and got done about 12:15. Had to take care of something that didn't get done during the week. Boss okayed it. Been putting in overtime, and that'll be for comp time, which I don't really like, but because if I don't use this comp time within a year, it just goes away. So I've been burned on that before, honestly, and I don't like it. But I think I'll be able to take this one. She's pretty good about letting us take it. nowadays. And got my birthday coming up on the 13th, so that's why I'm going to try to use that, combine it with some regular leave. I already have that day forecasted to be off, so that'd be a nice little break. It's on a Wednesday in the middle of the week, but if I can get the day off, that'd be nice to relax. I did get an early birthday present, since we're talking about my birthday. Went ahead and picked up a 36-inch Blackstone griddle. I did not know I needed a griddle this bad until I had one. I'm loving it. I've only cooked on it once today, because picked it up yesterday at the Walmart. I've been looking kind of videos and stuff, trying to figure out what I wanted. Settled on this one. It was like $290. I probably missed a sale. I think I missed a sale on it earlier, but whatever. I just got it. And 4-burner, thing's huge. I didn't really do a build video on it, although I did attempt it, because you know me. Turned the camera on, and when I went to go in a house, sit there, and we built it all because I had it set to the side, and went and go check the camera, and it's like COVID. It said, excuse me, it said memory card full. So it's like the box, and it's like lifting the lid off of it, if that, on there. So whatever. Easy build. Only had a problem with a couple of the 3 or 4 of the screws on the shelf part. They have Loctite on them too much, and it was hard getting them in, especially the position of it. But the shelves are designed, side shelves, you can lift them up and fold them down, which is nice. So I got them in there where it's working just fine. It was just a pain on that part, but it was packaged beautifully and seasoned it. My wife got me a bunch of accessories and some actual Blackstone little can of seasoning that they had combined. It was kind of a solid grease, but grease, oil, mixture, whatever it is. And I know there's a bunch of superstitions and methods of seasoning your griddle out there, but this is made by the company. I went with it, followed their directions, you know, scoop some of it out, and it just like melts out, and you wipe it all around with the paper towels and let it smoke off and burn. And then you do that like 3 to 5 times, and 3 minimal, 5 is what they recommend. So that's what I did, and it was good to go. Went ahead and so we built that today. Got done around 12:30ish with the seasoning and stuff like that, and then I went straight to smash burgers. Here's a brief little clip there because I did have the camera, but they turn out great. Thing with the smash burgers is you smash them down and you get that nice crisp char or crispness on the side that's against the griddle, and it's locking in the juices actually, whereas you try to smash something down gingerly, periodically, it's not the same. You gotta smash that thing down, you hold it, gets that, and then you're cooking it on high, and then you flip it. It doesn't take long, like 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes each side, depending on the size of your stuff and your heat. Basic salt and pepper seasoning. Flip it, and man, it came out great. I went into crisis mode a little bit because I put them down in my haste, and I realized I didn't have the buns, because I was going to have the buns. I wanted to have them buttered a little bit and toast them just a little bit. I had some onions I was sauteing on the side. I didn't have the cheese out there, so like I'm sitting there and I text my wife, I'm like, this thing's going. Let's get some stuff out here. Help me out. You know, flip it over, and I wind up having to pull them off and then putting the cheese. Cheese still melted, but that wasn't my original intent. But it came out fine. Just have all your stuff prepped when you're doing that, because that's a pretty quick cook right there. But I'm looking forward to doing the breakfast. I mean, a lot of guys are probably screaming like, you should have cooked bacon on it first. Maybe, but I'll get that done later. That may be the next one. Do a breakfast, big breakfast on there. Hash browns, bacon, eggs, all that stuff, sausage. This thing's huge. And what's nice is kind of designed to be somewhat portable, where as big as it is, the legs actually are designed to fold up. So you pull the top part just sets on there, the Blackstone, the griddle piece, that rolled steel or whatever. That's the heaviest part. You can take that off, and then you fold up the legs actually, and it's still sturdy. You do have to take the shelf. There's like a, it's not really a shelf, it's more of a brace. It gets really hot under there. Don't store stuff under there when you're cooking. You'd have to take that off, but it's like you wouldn't have to have any tools because it's the knobs, has knobs for your hands, so knob screws I guess you call it. Take those out, pop that brace out, fold the legs up. You could transport this in the back of your pickup, or even back of some trunks or whatever, I don't know, on the size of your vehicle, your hatchback for your Mini, and you could take that out to the mountain and, you know, have a nice weekend, have your, because it runs off propane, have your griddle out there if you want to do that route. Or if you're going somewhere, you could use it for tailgating, even though it's really big, and they have some smaller versions. But griddle talk, right? Griddle talk. There'll be more vids when I get more comfortable with it. If I can come up with some good things that really turn out good, I might do some show and tell type vids on that. But did chores around the house, did a project, started a project, let me show you, with my boy who's soon to be 8 this month. But this is one of those old, like those FM build your own radio kits. So try to teach him how to solder, which unfortunately for him I barely can do it myself. But if I start teaching him now, he develops the skills and gets into this type of stuff. That'd be cool. He'll be way ahead of the game. Did have one boo-boo right there. I don't know if it'll show up, big blob. And it actually, I got a little too much heat there and lifted the circuit pad up off the board. It's still attached to everything from the solder, but I need to get some of that glue and get it back down. We might try to see if it works like that, but that'll be definitely be an area I look at closer if it doesn't work. I do have an AM kit as well that we can do, but he wanted to start with the FM kit. I've had these sitting around forever and just found them when I was cleaning up some stuff. Little radio kits by Ellenco. Instruction manuals are so-so. Several pages of it. Cool father-son type project. And I don't know what the ages is for that. I don't know if he's a little too young yet, but I mean, I'm sitting there doing it with him, helping him make sure he doesn't burn himself, that type of thing. And you know, hey, my biggest problem is my solder iron. I don't have other tips for it, so I just have that big one, and it's not an adjustable one too. It's just on or off. We're having fun, right? The other thing I worked on, still not caught up with Joey. Yeah, build the DeLorean, got the other seat in there, got some more wiring in there. I tried to run my wiring a little bit more closer to what I'd seen in the video of the original vehicle that's in a museum. And because it's a little bit different along the seat, it's not going to be perfect, but at this point I'm just trying to get this thing done as well. And I can't recommend Eagle Moss to anybody. I wouldn't recommend starting this project, honestly, but I'm into it too far. About halfway into it, maybe less than that actually, but a lot of money into it, and about 1.5 years now. I'd have to go back and look, see when the first vid was. Probably 1.5 years ago, if they'll actually ship the freaking kits on time. Now what they're doing is normally you get 4 issues per shipment, and now in the past, if they were missing an issue, they would hold the rest of it until you got it. Now they're shipping them with that issue minused out, so you're off a little bit, and you can't just keep building if you're missing, because it's designed to go in order. Some things you might be able to, but so I think I got a few more issues I can do until I'm missing that next one, and I'm gonna just wait until I get it. Those clowns. They sent me an email wanting to know if I wanted to buy like issues in advance, and I clicked on the link and it didn't even freaking work either. But at the same time, I'm like, you can't even send me the issues that are due. You want me to buy issues in advance? So I hope that's not a sign that they're about to fall apart and I have a half or 1/3 built DeLorean time machine on my hands. Guess if that happens, it happens, right? Ooh, little waterworks going on. Nice. So, I don't know what else. Seemed like I did a lot this weekend, and my back is feeling it. Assembling the griddle was not necessarily hard. Just having to bend over and pick up, you know, that heavy piece, and just bending over and unboxing, just that process. That's a killer on me nowadays. But also, you know, just trying to stay moving, that helps. But it hurts. Helps and hurts, if that makes any sense. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. I don't know how long this video is. Way too long, probably. Oh gosh, it's 15 minutes. Sorry about that, but hopefully you had a great weekend. I had a great weekend. You know, a little bit of allergies. We had thunderstorms move in. Thunderstorms moved in yesterday, and we had some this evening. They're kind of skirting us. We're getting a little bit of rain, and they're skirting us. Need a little more rain right here at the house. Hopefully no hail, but this is that area we can get hit with some big stuff potentially randomly. So keep your Midland radio weather alerts going. No, they're not sponsoring me. I do need to do. I'm sitting here looking at this, but I had picked this up a while back, so you may see one of those vids where I'm trying this guy out on one of the handhelds I got, just for fun. This would be nice if you had like this clipped to either your belt. So you're hiking, you have it clipped to your belt, or even your backpack back here or somewhere. So your antenna is a little bit higher, and then have this routed up to the front. You know, and then you could talk on it and stuff like that. Kind of why I got it. Plus the last things I ordered, I think I needed. Because it's like if you hit the $100, you get free shipping directly from their website. And I think what I was needing wasn't on Amazon. It was those antennas. So I threw this in there. Get the free shipping and get an item type thing. Play around with. So I'm enjoying the Midland radio stuff. And I know there's other radio brands out there, but that's what I've kind of locked onto for my intro into GMRS. And you know, I do have Midland radio CB. I bought one of those. My CB antenna that I did have is a magnetic on top, but I can't remember the brand, and it crapped out. It's like broken, which I hate those magnetic ones. They're all temporary, and you just plop them up there. So I bought one of those big whip antennas. It was like 102 or 104 inch, whatever, you know, the big whip antenna. And now it's like, where the heck do I put it? So I thought I'll mount it to my bumper on my, you know, F-150. And I got one of those ball mounts, and I'm looking. I tried to do that was it last weekend or the weekend before, maybe the weekend before, and it's not flat enough. You need the bumper's too curved, and there's no surface on my truck that I either want to drill into for a ball mount or that's flat enough for that. But I did find, so I'm switching gears, and got this in on I think Thursday or Friday. This is the route I'm going to go. Similar concept. This is the Hustler BM1 ball and strap mount. Probably can't see it. So it does have a little ball mount in there in the package. It's a little bit smaller than the other one, but has this big metal strap. So this is set up so it's going to wrap around the bumper itself and lock into place that way. And then I can adjust the ball however I want it. And then put the antenna on that. And I've got a little hold down, which I don't know where I'm going to put it, so I can actually curve that antenna and hold it down from in town and stuff like that, drive-throughs. And you can have it just way up in the air. So that's the route I'm going to try. Some people may be like, you can have this metal silver strap going around the back of your bumper. Yeah, I am. Bumper's chromed out anyway. I don't think it's going to look that bad. And plus, I'm kind of liking this idea, this route. Hopefully it works out. Because if I do wind up having to sell that truck or trade it in or something, I don't have a big hole in the side. Now I can just unbolt that mount. There's not going to be any evidence it was there. you know, that type of thing, unless it damages any of the finish, but it just straps around and secures, has some J hooks. I'll do a vid on that whenever I do it, probably. But that way I can take it all out, take my radio equipment out, that type of thing. But I've had that truck since brand new. It's a 2003. Really don't want to get rid of it, but if something happens and I need to trade it and my Mustang in or something, get that new GT350R. Just kidding. They don't even have an R at my local dealership. They do have a couple of GT350s. Got my eye on, but I'm still kind of torn because I like the body style of my 2013 better than the current body style. However, the Shelby's, they're, you know, the 350 and the 500 now, they look pretty good because they, you know, a little bit different body panels and ground kits and spoilers and all that type of stuff. It's mostly just wishful thinking at this point. Just a fun little thing, but who knows what could happen. I really would like to get a Jeep as well. I just want too much stuff. And now we are past the 20-minute mark. We're at 21 minutes. I've taken up way too much of your time and your life. Thanks for hanging out with me. Post up. Hey, you got anything crazy going on in your life? You got a vid link or something, an update vid, a VR to this? Do it. What'd you do this weekend? What's going on? How you hanging in there? Are you still working? That type of thing. You know, hopefully we can get back to some semblance of normal for the summer months, hopefully. So I'd like to get some time away from work and just a little vacation of some sort or whatever. We had a trip already prepaid for Disney, you know, paid for right now, and it may not happen. Probably not going to happen. Even if they open it up, they're going to do it in like little stages where, you know, you got to be 6 feet apart and there's only so many people in there. I heard something about you'd have to wear a mask and all this. I'm like, I'm not wearing a mask up in there. That'd be a miserable day at Disney World and Galaxy Edge, and all your pictures, everyone's in masks. Even if you're not wearing them, the employees might be wearing them or might be required to wear them. So I mean, you know, you're in Galaxy Edge where everyone's supposed to be Star Wars themed, and everyone's in these weird masks. Unless they're they make them like a Star Wars mask or something. I don't know. It just doesn't sound like fun. So I'm almost hoping that because right now it's kind of still up in the air because it's for July. So I'm kind of hoping that they just call it. That way we can just, if we can get it pushed, prepaid for next year, I'd be good with that. Same time period or maybe even a different date. Probably I'd be good with that actually at this point. drop a few pounds, help me because I need to get back in the gym for sure and lose some weight. Otherwise I'm not gonna be able to do much of the rides. Probably they'd be like, no, you're too big. Alright, there it is. Thanks for hanging out.
Boom.